Hi! Oh, thank you so much for joining me. My name is Kay and welcome one and all, whether it's morning, afternoon or evening where you are. I'm trying to lose some weight for my Disneyland holiday, which fingers crossed is going to be in 58 days. I cannot wait until I sit in my finery, my Minnie Mouse finery, so that I can go and sit in Inventions or I can go and have some Mickey waffles. Oh my gosh, I really can't wait. Of course, I will have to ask them to be dairy free because I'm doing that too. So it doesn't matter what weight loss plan that you're following. If you want to join in with mine, all you need is a weight loss plan. All I'm here for is to just tell you how it's going and to just kind of keep it cheery, keep it light, fingers crossed. So it doesn't matter if you're a Weight Watcher, if you're a sinner like me on Slimming World, or if you're doing the Beck diet solution or some other thing. I've got people calorie counting from all around the world now watching this channel, and thank you so much. A really special mention to all of my new subscribers. I seriously can't believe how much this channel has grown in the last week, and I'm so pleased because it is actually people who are trying to lose weight. So I'm really chuffed, and I know that I feel like part of that kind of family now. For YouTube. So there's a few things been going on this week. I have of course weighed in this morning. I'm not going to weigh in at the end of the day, don't be silly. I'm going to have a wee, I'm going to take my earrings out, I'm going to take my glasses off. So the things that have been going on over the last week, just to try and catch up with you all. So I've done a lot of planning. So we've done planning the food out for the week. My hubby is calorie counting this week and I am Slimming World this week. So it's been okay. Sunday was a real hungry day. So I woke up hungry, I stayed hungry, I didn't go to bed hungry, but I think I had all my sins like in one day. I had been to see some friends on Friday. We had a socially distanced, well, I had coffee and lemonade because I don't drink, and they had gin. And it was really good fun. It was really nice to like put the world to rights. So that was lovely. So we did that. Then I've also had some really good favourite meals. I had Coca-Cola chicken, which is a really old favourite of mine. I haven't had it for ages, so much so that this week we're planning to have Fanta chicken. So both of these are really readily available. If you just put in Slimming World Coca-Cola chicken, then it'll come up, or if you put in Fanta chicken, I'm sure that'll come up too. It's kind of like a tropical twist. You can put it in slow cookers, so I really like that one as well. So I've been an exceptionally lucky girl. In the last week I have received flowers twice, and I got this beautiful little Mickey figurine, and she's not only a really good friend, she's also one of my lovely loyal watchers. So if you're watching, thank you so much. It proper touched me. This is really in response to some bad news that I had the week before because the dog died. It's still not something I can really talk about. It's very, very difficult in the family, and she's very loved and very much missing. So I'm going to skip ahead before we see tears on YouTube. No tears on YouTube. We don't do tears on YouTube. We obviously don't do makeup either, or hairstyles, but hey, you know, COVID hairstyle is definitely getting there, isn't it? Do you remember when it used to be really short? Oh my gosh, it's so long now. So yeah, I was really pleased. I got some flowers off a patient, and I got some flowers off family, and it was just so lovely. It was just so nice. And my lovely friend also made me gluten-free and dairy-free cake, which was a bit special. So there's been some challenges this week. About halfway through the week, I heard that one of the regulatory bodies is coming again to visit, online or telephone call, visit one of the clinics that I work in. So that has really upped the ante for extra work, and it's not that we haven't done things, we have, but now we've got to put them in order. So things like risk assessments. So if you are asked to wear your PPE by a business, please think about the poor compliance officer that had to sit there and go through reams and reams and reams of paper just so that they could ask you if you could wear a mask. I would be much appreciative if all my patients wore a mask when they came in. I most certainly do, even if they are my Mickey themed ones. If I don't happen to be in clinical work, I might just be moseying around the office, and so I'll wear one of my Moana masks or my Peter Pan mask. So that has been tough. Homeschooling has been extra tough this week, as most children have started to go back to school in the UK. We have chosen to keep our children at home, and this has been tough for a couple of reasons. I think if Ofsted came around our house, we would be in special measures, although this week and last week we might have pulled up our socks a little bit, so we might be just being needs improvement now, so that'll be quite good. But we've had both children behind in their work, so we've been putting in extra hours trying to get those up, and yeah, it's really tricky. I apparently don't know an electron from a neuron, so, well, I know a neuron. It's electrons and protons. I'm not very good at them, but who knew? You know, I know a lot more than I did last week anyway. So that's been a real challenge. The challenge about upset children as well, that's been a little bit rough. You know, you can't be really hard on them when they're going through such a tough time. There's been some good things, not just gifts. I mean, if I love gifts, who doesn't love gifts? But the other good things was logging in with my group. So my group, my swimming wheel group, I think they call it image therapy. That is every Thursday, and it's a Zoom group. So if you have logged onto my Facebook, you'll see different weights than I present on YouTube, and that's because on YouTube I weigh in on a Monday, and on my slimming wheel group I weigh in on a Thursday, and the weights can be vastly different. They're all going in the right direction, which is absolutely fantastic. So that has been, it's been really good to talk to them. And I nearly thought about texting my group leader on Sunday and just saying, the struggle is real, people. The struggle is real. It was so hard to control my appetite on Sunday. It didn't matter how many Advantage cards that I had. It just didn't seem, I just couldn't settle, and I don't know what it was about it. I think it might have been that I was very carb heavy that day, and actually without protein I can feel a bit more hungry, but I don't know whether that's just fallacy and I was just going to eat what I wanted, whether anybody else liked it or not. Other good things that have happened this week is I have finished what's called a resilience course through university. I have no idea how these people found me. I am an alumni of the university, so they have my email, so that's probably how they found me. But I was with 60 other students from all around the world. It was absolutely mind-blowing. Again, it was online. It was all different types of people, so I've been talking and listening to people who like jump out of aeroplanes for a living and do like war-torn areas, and there was some guy on saying that, oh, yesterday we had a small earthquake where he was in Guatemala, and he was just chatting away as if it was completely normal. And it's just a real realization that, you know, in the real world, I'm tiny person, and outside there is a massive global fight against COVID-19, and I couldn't be more thankful for them. And yeah, it's been really, really nice. And one of the things that they said was, don't follow a path, make your own trail and leave some evidence behind. And I thought, do you know, that's a really nice way of being. It's like really purposeful, and you know, without being renegade. Who wants a renegade? I don't want to be a renegade. So yeah, it was about a critical reflection, which we don't get a lot of time to do when we're just constantly go from one thing to the next. So it was nice to be able to stay still for a little while and listen to some people who knew what they were talking about, and also not to have to do a million essays, which was fantastic. So I have graduated from that, even though that also was online. And I'm going to set myself some plans for next week. So if I want to repeat a good week, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set myself up to do that. It has been absolutely persisting it down in the UK. I have been blown away. My house is on the seafront, and oh my gosh, honestly, Dorothy has not heard wind like this. Honestly, it was absolutely howling. So the last 2 days exercise outside has been absolutely diddly squat. So I'm going to put that as my plan for next week. I have managed to keep what they call the bronze challenge, which I think is only 4 15-minute slots, and I have been going for longer walks. It has to be over 3 different days, but I've been going for longer walks, and because the sun was okay, I managed to go for all of the days apart from the last 2 days. And the other thing is I'm going to mini challenge myself to lose £2, and that is because in the last week I have lost £1, and I know that has got to do with yesterday. I absolutely know, because on Saturday I had done really well, and so basically I put on £2 in a day because my eating was so tragic. But that's what happens when you just eat your own head, and that's just tough. That is just tough luck. So I'm still very pleased. My weights now come in at 183.6 pounds, down from 184.8, so I've lost 1.2 pounds. 13 stone 2 to 13 stone 1 if you happen to be from the UK, and if anybody's out there in kilos, because you're all new and shiny and metric, then it's 83.69 to 83.18 kilos. So still high on the BMI. My BMI now has moved from from obese to overweight. So I am now a BMI of 29.8. So I'm really quite happy about that as well, because it was really totaling up there. To be 13 stone 1 and to nearly be 12 stone something, that's got to be where that £2 is, hasn't it really? When I weighed in at Slimming World, I was actually 13 stone. So I've put on £1 since Thursday. But it doesn't matter, because my next weigh-in for then is on Thursday, and I am back on plan today. I've done really well. I've had some salmon with like angel hair rice noodles. That was really nice. And then for lunch, what did I have for lunch? Joe, has it completely gone out of my head? It was probably risotto. I can't remember, but it was tasty. What? Oh no, it was salmon risotto with sugar snap peas, which was nice, apart from I nearly choked to death on it, but it was nice, it was lovely. And I had fruit salad for my breakfast, and I've had some eggs as a snack, and I've had some chocolate as a snack as part of my sins. So I get like a dairy-free chocolate bar. I gave a third to the children, each child, and a third to me, so it stopped me eating anymore, because I would have done, I would have eaten it all, wouldn't you? So it was very nice. So I like Moo free chocolate. It's very nice. If they would like to sponsor anything that I do, that's fine. But there is no sponsorship in this. But can I just point out that down below, eventually, when I do all of my jiggery pokery on the computer, there will be my Instagram and my Facebook page as well for you to like and peruse and have a look at. So I am really happy. I'm getting there. I'm going to get there. I've got the next 58 days. I want to drop another half a stone by the time I go away. I mean, secretly I want to drop another stone, but don't tell anyone. It's between us and nobody else. Okay, so that's it for today. That's all I've got for you, and I'm going to see you next week on Monday. I can't promise you an extra video this week. It's just screwy. My life is just so busy. I am going to meet myself coming backwards. So one video this week, and I will see you next time. And thank you so much. Every comment is absolutely cherished and obviously answered, and I will see you then. Bye.